Okay, so we've got two triangles here, and we're going to try and figure out what is the missing side. Triangle 1 is our green triangle. First of all, notice that we have this little square in the corner. That means it's a right angle. We have to, for this to work, it only works in right triangles. And so we have to have one of the angles has to be 90 degrees, which we've got. All right, so I'm going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I know my a is 24 inches. My b is 7 inches. And I'm trying to figure out what my c is. So I need my a squared, which is equal to 24 times 24. And I don't know that off the top of my head. Calculators are good. 576. So a squared equals 576. I also need b squared. B squared is going to be 7 times 7, which is 49. If I add those together, 576 plus 49 is equal to 625. And so I know that c squared is equal to 625, but I need to know what c is. And I'm just going to move up here for this part. C squared equals 625. What is the opposite of c squared? Remember, our inverse operations means we have to do whatever the opposite is to get rid of something. So to get rid of a square, what do? We have to take the square root. And so if we take the square root of both sides, the square root of c squared is c. The square root of 625 is 25. And so the length of this side of the triangle is 25 inches. Okay. Go ahead and try the red one. Notice that this time, though, they gave you A and they gave you C, but they didn't give you B. So if you have your notes and you wrote down those other equations, that could have come in handy. Again, you should try all of these on your own and then watch the video to see if you can figure out where you might need to change something. All right, so I'm going to use for this one c squared minus a squared equals b squared. First, I need my c. My c is 15. I need to square that. So 15 squared minus 12 squared is equal to b squared. 15 squared is 225. 12 squared is 144. 225 minus 144 is 81. So we know that b squared equals 81. Again, we need to take the square root of both. I wrote 18. That's not going to work. We need to take the square root of both sides. The square root of b squared is just b. The square root of 81 is 9. So the length of side B is 9. Anytime you're doing one of these, it should make sense. The side C needs to be your hypotenuse. It needs to be your longest side. If it is not, then something went wrong. Okay? All right, that's it for this video.